Hi, my name is Emily Smith. I'm a grade 12 student at Northern Collegiate Institute and Vocational School, and my dream maker is Mr. Joe Bronzi, a grade 12 history teacher and a business teacher here at Northern. Mr. Bronzi was my first period teacher from September to January of this year, and in those seemingly short months, he totally changed my way of thinking and transformed my plans for the future. The major lesson I learned from Mr. Bronzi was to never stop educating myself. Every morning he would have a few dates on the board, and if we could tell him what had happened on those dates in history, then he would give us bonus marks on our tests or our exams. And needless to say, going home and looking up those dates online, it really gave me an understanding of history, and it helped to uncover history I wouldn't have discovered on my own otherwise. I always appreciated how charismatic and interactive his classes were. He made his students feel really comfortable, and personally, I always felt a lot of mutual respect in his class. I always felt like he treated me a lot more like a human being than a student, and that really set him out in my mind from some of the other teachers, was being able to share mutual respect with a teacher, not just a student-teacher almost catatonic relationship. The fact that he would make even dull history interesting really stands out in my mind, because there are just some things that students don't want to learn about, and it was really amazing that he was able to take something that wouldn't have been interesting at all and give it a totally different spin so that we would all enjoy it and it would just really stand out with us. If I was planning to be a teacher, I would definitely want to be able to teach like that, to captivate and interest my students. I do hope, though, that I can be as approachable as he is and as wise as he is. There are many mornings when I would talk to Mr. Bronzi and he would give me his opinion on what my plans were for the future. I remember one conversation where I was confessed to him that I was really confused about the program I wanted to go into. I wanted to go into the social work program, but I wasn't totally sure if it was social work I wanted to be doing for the rest of my life. He thought for a moment and then explained to me that I didn't have to close those doors. I didn't have to decide right now what I wanted to do. I left that conversation knowing that I could take a more general program, and with even one more year of school, I could totally change my mind and go into teachers college. I could take a master's in social work and get ahead in my field with another year of school. So I ended up applying to a social sciences program instead, which with another year of teachers college I could be a teacher, or I could go and start working in a social work field. I frequently think that if I were going to pursue teaching, it would definitely be history that I would pursue, history and English, and I would really want to keep my kids as interested as he kept us. I remember there was a project we did in his class that he called Trials of the Century, and what we had to do was we had to take a historical figure and we had to put them on trial, and in a few weeks we had to put together an entire mock trial where we would take a historical figure, for example Stalin or the Tsar of Russia, and we would put them on trial for their crimes against humanity. And in those few weeks we had to collect evidence and witnesses, and it was just such an amazing combination of research and history and acting that it kept everybody captivating. We were all so comfortable with each other. That mixture of all those things, it was the most enjoyment I've ever had out of a school project, and I don't think I'll ever experience something that unique again. His amazing advice, his dedication, and his charisma and creativity have totally changed the way I look at teachers, and have totally changed the way I respect their charisma, or I respect their profession. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better teacher, history teacher, or mentor in general. That's why I want to nominate Mr. Bronzi to be my personal dream maker.